Hey everyone, welcome back to Rushdown Radio. Today we're diving into Etheria Restart, a turn-based RPG that caught me off guard in the best possible way, but also left me raising an eyebrow more than once. This is based on the PC preview build, and while the game isn't out just yet, there's already a lot to love, and a few things that really need fine-tuning. Let's start with the good, because Etheria comes out swinging where it matters most. The combat system, it's phenomenal. Genuinely fast-paced, tactical, and rewarding in a way that most gacha-based RPGs simply aren't. You're not just tapping skills and hoping for crits. You're juggling enemy turns, exploiting elemental counters, and making real-time decisions that actually feel impactful. The gear system, called modules, adds another layer of depth. What's cool here is that you're not locked into a meta where only high-rarity units matter. Even low-tier characters can shine if you build them right. That flexibility makes the game feel more like a true turn-based RPG and less like a slot machine with swords. And the presentation? Beautifully done. Attacks have a slick kinetic flow that makes each move feel satisfying. It reminds me of Devil May Cry, not in gameplay, but in how polished and expressive the animation work is. Combine that with a soundtrack that blends synthwave and orchestral flair, and it's just fire. It's the kind of music you could drop into a Tekken trailer and nobody would question it. What also surprised me is how fair the early progression feels. There's no aggressive monetization right out the gate, no stamina chokeholds, no sudden paywalls. You're just allowed to play. In a preview build for a gacha title, that's saying something. Hopefully that trend continues at launch. Now, let's talk about what's not working yet. The visual design feels like deja vu. Etheria is chasing trends instead of defining its own look. Neon-drenched cityscapes, glitchy UI overlays, anime avatars with techwear vibes. It all feels like it's borrowing from Zenless Zone Zero and a half dozen other games. It's not ugly, but it's missing a sense of identity. And that's a shame, because the gameplay does have a unique voice. The visuals just haven't caught up yet. Then there's the gacha system. In the preview build, SSR drop rates were sitting at 1%. And yeah, that's rough. Without a robust pity system or alternative ways to earn high-rarity characters, this could easily slide into frustration. That doesn't mean it will. The developers still have time to tweak this, but it's something to watch closely at launch. Transparency, pity systems, and consistent resource income are going to make or break long-term engagement here. The story? Well, there's not much to say. The protagonist is kind of a blank slate, and the side quests tend to fall into the usual kill 10 enemies pattern. There's nothing offensive about the writing. It's just there. Right now, the narrative feels like filler between combat segments, and it doesn't offer a strong incentive to engage with the world or characters. But this too could evolve. Live service games have room to grow, and Etheria could definitely benefit from richer storytelling down the line. So where does that leave us? Etheria Restart feels like two games in one. On one hand, you have a brilliant turn-based RPG with thoughtful systems, stylish visuals in motion, and a killer soundtrack. On the other, you have a gacha wrapper that still needs work, especially when it comes to originality, monetization, and storytelling. But here's the thing. This is a live service title. That means there's time. The foundation is strong, really strong. If the developers listen to feedback, double down on what's working, and polish up the weaker areas, this game could go from hidden gem to long-term favorite. If you're a fan of turn-based RPGs or you're just looking for a gacha title with real mechanical depth, Etheria is definitely one to watch. Play it for the combat, stay for the soundtrack, and keep a close eye on how things look at launch, especially those SSR rates.